So when you say the use of water in this context, it's really about trying to heat up the core temperature of the body.
Exactly.
Okay, and so when we think about Russian banyas, which I'm a huge fan of, there's a bunch of them in different cities. Whenever I'm in New York, I go to this place down on Wall Street, Spa 88. I have no relation to them, and they have a medium hot sauna for Russians. Medium hot is very hot. It's like a spice for in certain restaurants.
Yes.
You have to calibrate to the local ethnicity. And then they have very hot sauna. And what they do there, even when they're not sick, is they'll go from a moderately hot to steam. And then back to a hot sauna, then into cold water.
Yes.
So they're doing heat-cold contrast therapy, and the Eastern Europeans and Russians and Scandinavians have been doing this for centuries.
Absolutely.
Right here, we think of it as like biohacking and this new domain of health, but this has been going on for a very long time.
So in my mind, anthropologically, I'm wondering, those cultures that don't have access to the sunlight that we have here, maybe they use this as a way of supplementing that, because we don't in winter, right? So we don't see that. We don't see a lot of sauna use near the equator in any kind of culture.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they exist down there, but I feel like Brazil in the summertime probably feels like a sauna.
Exactly.
So you don't need a sauna,
right?
Whereas Siberia in winter probably feels a lot like the way I imagine Siberia in winter.
If you look at probably the biggest purveyor of this type of therapy that we're talking about, hydrotherapy, was at the Battle Creek Sanitarium in Battle Creek, Michigan. And they had whole protocols for this. And when I looked it up, the general protocol for this was 20 minutes of hot, followed by a very, very short, probably a minute of cold that involves some sort of physical rubbing or sort of abrasion on the chest. Okay, and when I saw that, it's like I immediately thought of what they do in Finland, and where they hit themselves with.
Yeah, the Russians use these eucalyptus branches.
Eucalyptus,
it's a eucalyptus branches. I think it's called platza or something like that.
Yeah.
It costs a little bit more, but if you go to one of these Russian banyas, you can pay someone who's skilled in this. They basically make you lie down, you cover your face and groin, and then they hit you with these eucalyptus branches. Not to smack you with them, but now the idea is that in the sauna you're going to bring some of the additional vasodilation to the surface of the skin, so you're getting more blood flow to the periphery. Is the idea. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but.